Hi and welcome or welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to utilize our expense trackers. So if you're a small business owner, contractor, tipped employee, or just want to take charge in your finances, this tool will help you track your income, expenses, mileage, cash tips, and even help you prepare your Schedule C if you require one on your tax return. So let's get into the video. For this example, I'm going to use the bar expenses tracker and just give us case scenario as if I was a bartender and I worked in a nightclub and I receive a 1099 from the nightclub every year when it's time for me to file my taxes. So if you're a bartender, server, bottle girl, this expense tracker is specifically tailored toward you. However, if you are a W-2 employee, you can still use this expense tracker just to keep track of your income expenses throughout each month. However, you will not use a Schedule C to file your W-2 tips on your tax return. So let's get into this expense tracker. First, you want to start here at the bottom on the far left. Read these instructions. And like I said, if you receive a W-2 as an employee, do not report your tip income on a Schedule C. So just based off this information, let's go ahead and go to an example of how each month is set up. So every month is going to have an income chart where you put your date, what you bought, and then there's going to be a category. And these categories are specifically tailored toward the Schedule C. So all your income is pretty much going to be gross receipts and sales. So all your income will go here, and this is all your income outside of cash tips. All your income goes here. All your expenses go here. If you scroll over, you have a mileage tracker here, and scroll up. This is where your cash tip log is going to be, and I'll explain this here shortly. And also, if you go down to the bottom, you see 1099s tab. Click on that. There's a place for you to put your 1099s. If you, as a business owner, issue 1099s and you've paid over $600 or more to a contractor for your business, here's a place where you can put this. And then, of course, on the last page for tax time, this is where all your numbers from all of these months will be pulling into the Schedule C here. Also, if you look up here, you have a few more instructions. If you want to get more detailed on your Schedule C, want to be accurate. And here's a link to the actual Schedule C per the IRS. So let's go to January, and then we're just going to give like a brief case scenario of me as a bartender going to work, making cash tips, and how to report it on the tip expense tracker. So first, on January 1st, here we have for income, I sold my slip resistant shoes for $60 on January 1st. And I categorize this as other income. So this $60 is going to be pulling into the Schedule C back here. And also it'll be pulled down in the bottom down here. Now, if you look at the bottom here, it says January 30th. I guess this is a made up date that I put here. And then every month has tip log income, and these are your gross receipts, and it's going to be this number is pulling from your cash tip log over here, which is also part of your income. So let's get into how to operate this cash tip log. As a 1099 contractor, you go to work, you make your money. How much do you report to your employer? So for example, if I go to work on Wednesday, January 11th, and I make a total, I went to work at 8 o'clock, got off at 3, and I made $463 the whole night. But at the end of the night and before work, I had to buy bar supplies for $5. I paid for my meal at a discounted rate and paid my meal for $10. I tipped the food runner $10. Tipped the bar back $120. And these are for personal bankers. If you have to bring your own bank to your job, a lot of jobs don't do this, but if you have to bring your own bank, that's something that you don't account for in your total sales at the end of the night. So after you have made all this money, you tipped all these people out, the money that you tell your employer, hey, this is how much I made, or how much you claiming, or whatever you do as far as when it's time for you to tip out at the end of the night, this is the money that you're going to report to the IRS or put in your bank account. This money is being totaled up here, pulled down here, and also being pulled over to the income column. So again, once you go to work on Wednesday the 18th, say you go to work, you bought a meal, you pay for parking, you tipped the bar back, you want to claim, and if you do have your personal bank, you want to only claim $53, even though you probably made more than that. After all the money that you tipped out, this is what you're leaving with. This is your profit. So this is what you're going to put for this is how much I made and what you're claiming to the IRS. So moving forward, if you scroll down here to your expenses, you can also put your contract labor. So January 22nd, or you can put any, I'm sorry, you can put any expense here. And then also there are categories that tailor to and correspond with the Schedule C. So you have your, say for example, you hire a bartender for an event and you paid this bartender $600 to come help you at work for a special event. So you're going to categorize that as contract labor, $600. And again, you pay a server here for $350, and same thing. And these two numbers you can also input here on your 1099. So it's when it's time for you to, oh, I paid this person for this, I paid this person for that. You can remember and categorize if they're going to receive a 1099 or not. So go back to the expenses. These are also pulling down here, and at the bottom of the expense category, you also can see your monthly net profit or loss for each month. And also, so remember all of your numbers are pulling into your Schedule C. Even if you work all these days, all your tips, cash tips are pulling over here to your income, so we can pull into your Schedule C. And if you need more columns, you can just add more columns accordingly. And yes. All right, guys, I hope this explanation video was helpful for you, and I've included the link to get your very own expense tracker in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next video.